Hi guys, Demon Ferret here. I've been gone for a while, but I wanted to make a short video to announce the fact that I am open for commissions. I never really closed. As of right now, I am open until further notice. But, I just wanted to get a little bit more interest. I decided to make a video for YouTube, just to bring about, hopefully, a bigger audience. So here I have a few examples to show you guys what I do, what I can do, and what I can do is pretty much anything. If you can think of it and it can physically be done, I will do my best to do it. As you can see, I have a shark tail over here, a regular canine tail, a cat tail, and down here a 5-foot long dragon tail. I also have other tails of different sizes and shapes, and in the description I'm going to link my prices. And on my prices page in that description there are links to images that have a lot more examples than what is shown here. What I also have to show you are my most recent paws and feet that I've done. I've chose to show my most recent simply because it is the most recent thing I've done, and for the feet paws because of a more particular reason. For the hands here, it looks like the gray is getting kind of washed out with the darkness of the background here. So, let's get one of these. It's 4-fingered, silicone, DVC pads. So, most of my paw examples are either hooves or 5-fingered, but I can do 3-fingered, 4-fingered just fine. I can do 3-fingered as well. So, and monster hands I could probably also do. Well, I have done. I have a set of spider hands with clay claws instead of vinyl or another fabric. But I could also do the same thing in fabric just fine. The feet are a little bit more particular. As of normal circumstance, I am not open for feet. I do not have the facilities right now to accommodate sculpting out toes. This is also one of the reasons why I'm not open for heads, and a space reasons why I'm not open for bodies. So I'm only open for parts right now. So what you see here is what I'm open for, in addition to sleeves. I will still do sleeves. Or, you know, elongated paws to elbow or shoulder length, whatever. I have examples of that in my galleries. Again, links are going to be in the description. My prices are going to be in the description. My TOS is going to be in the description. So, these guys are special though, because I made them with pre-formed toes. These are specifically from DVC. So I am willing to make feet if the buyer is willing or wants them to be made with pre-formed toes. I will still modify those toes. These had to be modified a bit to give them a better arch, and just a better shape in general because they were really, really small. So, if you're okay with this, or you want a preformed toed foot, I can certainly accommodate that, and I am more than willing to take on a feet paw commission of that kind. These specific feet paws have rubber bottoms, but I can't always ensure that I can get foam rubber bottoms. Usually when it comes to rubber bottoms, I use a recycled tire rubber that's very, very, very tough. It can handle anything. The foam rubber is a little bit more comfortable to run around on, but this I get from a local outlet store, and it's kind of dodgy on what I can find at what time. So this rubber is actually rubber I've never used before, but it works just fine. It's very sturdy and it works out. Even when I do find a random foam rubber, I will always find one that I know will work. And and choosing that would be a little bit more expensive than regular foam puzzle mat bottoms, but less expensive than the really hard rubber bottoms. Because the hard rubber bottoms, I need to cut with a jigsaw just to get them to shape. So there's a lot more labor involved, but they are the most sturdy. So in those cases, if you want feet and you're, say, a dancer or something like that, I can accommodate that. Again, if you're okay with the preformed toes, and I don't have to get them from DVC. If you know of another maker who does preformed toes, who you like, I'm okay with working with that. Same thing with paw pads, or claws even. Oh wow, that's really washed out. I am sorry about that. If you have a particular maker who makes paw pads or claws that you like, and you would like me to use, I'm totally fine with that, and I will do so. I am not picky about who I use. I just use DVC by default. So that's pretty much the gist of that. And I can still do very long tails. I can do tails even longer than this. This one looks kind of wrinkly and weird because this tail was resurfaced. It used to be made out of velvet, and that was starting to fall apart and wasn't going too well. But at the same time, you need to consider the fact that this is one of the first tails I've ever made, and I'm a sucker for punishment. So one of the first tails I ever made is one that's 5 feet 2 inches on the dot. So, but I can still do it. I can do something like a shark tail. I can do that kind of complexity. I can do something just totally simplistic, or I could do something with a lot of markings. It doesn't matter to me. I'm far more interested in doing tails than anything else at this point, with everything going on in my life right now, such as school and everything like that. Tails are just the most convenient and the most fun projects for me, because you get all these different species, all these different shapes, and you can just have a lot of fun with it. So I will be very, very enthusiastic to get more tail commissions. But paw commissions, sleeve commissions, and feet commissions under the terms I have already described, again, totally fine. Sleeves are the easiest thing for me to do, usually. So those I'm also kind of on the tail side of. I'm totally fine with doing those. It's not as fun, but I have no issue with it. Paws take a little bit longer. They're a little bit more complicated. But again, I love doing all of this. So I just want to get myself more out there right now. And like I said, that's the point of this video, is just to increase the audience a little bit. And I'm sorry for the up close and personal video. I don't have the space to lay these guys out, you know, really far away to really show them off, unfortunately. Especially the shark tail, because it's so complicated. It has fins everywhere. I highly recommend that you check out my prices and my terms of service before emailing me for a quote. I work entirely through email. You can send me a note through Weasel FA or DeviantArt, and I'm going to have links to all of that in the description. For interest in a quote, that's fine. But any official quotes or official business will be handled through email. And I think that covers everything. Yeah, I'm open for commissions, guys. I would really like to do more commissions. Things have just been really stagnant right now for me in terms of this. So if you guys want, you know, something made by me, don't hesitate at all to get in contact with me. I try to be as you know, I try to work with, you know, my customers as much as possible. To from payment to making sure that what I create is what they want. So I'll do everything in my power to bring your creations or your ideas into real life. So yeah, if you want to, just send me a note somewhere or send me an email, and I'll get back to you pretty much instantaneously. That's another thing, I respond fairly quickly. Just send me a message if you guys want something. I can pretty much do anything that you set your heart on. I can say that with all of confidence. So, thank you guys for watching, and I hope to hear from some of you guys. Until next time, see you guys later.